finally the people discover my secrets. I'm a bad guy. I'm a coward. So I don't understand why I'm a so bad guy. Well, I never speak with him, so his influence in my opinion, so I don't know, maybe for Ibra explain many things about me, but being like guy, like 2 months ago, he offered me Mikhitaryan and Pogba to play with us.
Just a simple question about Benjamin Mendy. How's he progressing? Are we likely to see him anytime soon?
Everything is much, much better. He's training regularly. I'm waiting, the doctor said, okay, he's ready to play. And after going to see his physical condition, it's much, much better.
Hi, Pep.
Hi.
I know you're asked about this subject a lot, but to the people in this room and outside, it's impossible to ignore the fact that the guy in the other dugout tomorrow will be Jose Mourinho. Can you honestly say that winning the title on the day with him in the opposite dugout will mean nothing to you at all?
I respect a lot Jose. So when we start the season, we want to win the league, the Premier League. The coincidence is like this, so it's happened. So nothing will be more emotional like Sergio Aguero scored the goals in 2012. So nothing is compared. I saw the images from YouTube. So in that situation, nothing is compared about that goal in the last minute for the first time win the title since a long time ago. So of course, for the fans to win against United, I can understand how special can be, but at the end, I'm sorry. So what I thought, when I did after the game, Liverpool, and recover my bad moments after the result and what happened, is just thinking about what we have to do to win the game. Control Lukaku, Alexis, Lingard, Martial, Mata if he plays, what we have to do. Just focus on that.
But in life and in all our careers, we all have rivals, whether it be rivals in business or rivals on other newspapers. He is your big rival. He is at least one of your big rivals, and this would be a significant victory for you, surely.
I have many.
You have many, and he is one of them.
Especially agents, I have a lot.
But
I am a big boss. I can take you a huge list about my big rivalries, but believe me, so I never won Mourinho, he never beat me. Our teams beat the other ones. So I don't play against Jose. So he doesn't play against me. It's their team, sometimes beat me, sometimes I beat him. It's simple like that. When after that, in our careers, still we are in that business, we are going to play 1,000 times more. So it's not...
So is the whole Guardiola Mourinho thing just a big fairy story then?
Listen, when I arrive here, it's okay. I can understand for the game, Pep arrived and both together here, but it's two is here. Nothing happened in a special way. So it just what I want to feel is I think in the toughest by far, because I have an experience in Barcelona. Yeah, the toughest league.
This one.
This one.
So that makes it mean more, just that you're winning the toughest league.
The more satisfaction is be able in our team what we have done to win the Premier League. That is, to feel that title, if we are able to win it. And we'll remember when I was a young boy and see, especially Sir Alex Ferguson in the beginnings win the titles and see that beautiful. That is when I want to live with my guys and celebrate it. But tomorrow, okay, if done, next one. If done, next one. We have to win 2 games. Maybe one, if we win United, you have 2 games. We're going to be Tottenham, if done Swansea, if done we're going to do against Huddersfield or Brighton or West Ham or Southampton. We have 6 chances to win 2 games. 1, if tomorrow it's happened, if not 2. That is one, is win. When it's happened, at the end, is what we have done in the way we played this season. The people who comes in the Etihad Stadium during the season enjoy the way we played. But what remains is not the day we won that situation. And if Pep, Mourinho, Jose, Pep. So that is not at the end in the books, in the way. So okay, in that season, 2018, we were the better team in England, and that is when I live and when it happen. We have the first match ball tomorrow. It doesn't happen because the opponent is the second, because United. Because you see them and say, for nothing they create chances and they are so aggressive and they are so good at what they do. So we will do another time. That is what I feel right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pep, you mentioned you've got a lot of agents who are your enemies there.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, Mino Raiola said some...
I will answer another day. Today before the game I will not.
Not interested today?
I could answer him.
I'll ask, if you win the title
But I
tomorrow,
have a
I'll ask next
question. Yeah, I will answer him. But come on. Okay. So I don't understand why I'm so. I am agree with him. So I'm not. Finally, the people discover my secrets. I'm a bad guy. I'm a coward. So I don't understand why I'm a so bad guy. Well, I never speak with him, so his influence in my opinion. So I don't know. Maybe for Ibra, explain many things about me. But being like guy, like 2 months ago, he offered me Mikhitaryan and Pogba to play with us. Why?
2 months ago.
Yeah. Why he offered? He were interested in Pogba and Mikhitaryan to play with us. So I'm a good guy, so he has to protect his players, and he has to know, so he cannot bring the players a guy like me, like a dog. And comparing a dog is bad. It's not good. He has to respect the dogs.
Do you not have space for Pogba here then?
Pep is an exceptional player, top player.
Pep, a few weeks ago, Nicholas Otamendi said that Lukaku was his toughest opponent. Probably fair to say Lukaku's not your particular style of player, but
No.
Is that fair to say?
No.
What are his particular strengths? Do you
All
think?
the good players adapt in all the styles in the world, not just me. All the styles in the world. So, no. I would not say that. I never said I would not say that Lukaku is not able to play with me or all the managers in the world. He's a top class player. Top class.
What are his strengths?
Well, he's 24 years old, 100 goals in the Premier League. So not bad, first of all. Second, in the long balls, we win all the duels. He's fast, he's strong. I saw for him when he plays in Everton with my friend Ronald Koeman. He punishes you here in Etihad Stadium, he punishes you in Goodison Park. And he's fast going to the channels, and he helps to keep the ball and helps to, to make the movements for the other guys. So he's top. He's a world-class player. World-class player.
When you see the advancements being made by Liverpool and by Manchester United, is it unrealistic to think that City can dominate like you have this season again?
Sorry.
When you
No.
when
It's
you
my
see
problem. I was thinking, no. Tell me.
When you think about the advancements being made by Liverpool and Manchester United coming behind you, is it unrealistic to think that City could dominate the Premier League in the manner that they have this season again?
In the future?
Yeah.
No way. Never is going to happen again. That. Never. 18 games in a row, in that distance in February, no way. It's impossible. It's impossible. That one is alive. Because the opponents want to beat you, you are a little more relaxed. So you are with the big achievements already done. So your intensity sometimes is. I have experience of that. So I was in Barcelona for years and handle when you win, it's so more demanding. Next season will be so complicated for us. That is no, that is not going to happen again. It's impossible.
Pep, hello. You always say you're never going to change your style of play, yet you dropped Sterling for Gundogan on Wednesday. Yeah. That meant you had three sort of midfielders across the field. Do you think that sent a confusing signal to your players? Do you think they thought, oh crumbs, Pep, not scared, but he's a little bit wary of this Liverpool side because it's just out of character for you?
Yeah, maybe we lose 3-0, maybe it can happen, yeah. But the way you will never know it. We should ask to the players, how they feel about my approach to the team. It was, okay, guys, we're going to speculate or see how it was our first approach. I think the signal to see how is the plan for the teams about what they want to do is the first 10-15 minutes. How they play the teams. Because in 10-15 minutes, always know exactly what the manager said to the players. We have to try to do that. After 10-15 minutes, one goal or not goal or something happen, you have to adapt, the opponent is better. But the first approach in the first 10-15 minutes will say the first 20 minutes, even when we score, we concede the first goal. And a good action for us and a bad decision for the referees. So how we react. So because sometimes we play with, for example, with Rush, Leroy and Sergio Agüero last season when we lost 1-0, when we lost 4-1, 4-3 was 4-1 in Anfield. So sometimes the way we played with a normalist, more winger like Rajon to decide to play against Gundogan is to have a little bit more control, but we cannot deny that Gundo is a master to arrive into the box. We're not able to do that, but he's a guy, when the ball is in the left, he arrives to the box real good. And we want to attack in a little bit different way to have more control, because our experience in the last times in Anfield was not so good in terms of the way we play with 3 strikers. We try to change something, thinking about in Etihad Stadium, but when you lose 3-0, that theory is they don't have a strong defense, because we lost 3-0, and after that it's not going well. You don't have.
So you'd consider doing it again in a similar matchup against Liverpool? You know, picking Gundogan?
Here?
Well, the next time you play Liverpool, for example.
In the past?
Well, no, in future you would consider that same selection idea of bringing in Gundogan?
Yeah, I can do that.
Just say it to me, please.
Yeah. I think Gundogan, Fernandinho, Silva and De Bruyne can play together. I don't have doubt about that. Yeah.
Pep, you've been here almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
You've had the best support of any manager in football ever in terms of restructuring your team. Almost 600 million euros in transfer fees in 2 years.
I'm a lucky guy.
Well,
I'm a lucky guy, I'm sorry. I know that people say that is the reason why. I'm a lucky guy, I'm sorry.
if it looks at the moment like you'll finish those 2 years with 2 titles, if that's the case, 2 titles, 2 Champions League quarter-finals, is that a good return from your perspective on those 2 years and the support you've had as a lucky guy at Manchester City?
So I don't know, it's a question for the chairman.
For you, are you satisfied with it? Did you feel it was your target after 2 years?
I'm so happy we have done this year, so happy. And I can assure you one thing, I know your intention and your question. It's impossible to do that the way we play, the results we achieve without top players. It's impossible. And today the top players cost a lot of money. It's impossible. When the people say you win because you spend I don't know in 2 years how many money we spend in 2 years, I don't know in the past in these 2 seasons, I would say something, you are right. You are right. So it's impossible to do that without money. Impossible, the way we played. And afterward, when you go semi-final, quarter-final, semi-finals, all the teams are at a high level, so we play. So that can happen. But the way the constancy in the way we played in that situation is that. So when say you can do that, Pep, what you have done in Barcelona and Bayern Munich or that without that players is able to do that? No, it's impossible. So be calm. I am completely with you. We need money to buy and to play in that level all the time. Only I say, all the teams around the world, maybe in 2 years we spend more, maybe, but you with an average in 5-10 years, a lot of teams spend a lot of money. Yeah, after that is the way we play, the idea we play, that is personal for the way we decide the managers. That is you can compare. But to achieve that results, you need big investments. If not miracles, I'm not able to do that.
And seeing what's happened in the Champions League.
Sorry?
And seeing what's happened in the Champions League with that investment, does it tell you need more, better players to be able to get to the final?
No, I said we are in the Champions League. So next Tuesday night, I invite you to see the magnificent game here in Etihad Stadium. Simon is going to give you a turn to talk to me and ask me the question. I'm going to analyze about the Champions League, if it's good enough or not enough. For some people will say yes, knowing our past. But I think what I saw in Anfield, I think we made a step forward in terms of personality to play this kind of games, like I never said before. Last season we are not able. I had the feeling that we are ready to compete in Europe. Right now, still, I think we are not still ready to win the Champions League, but we make a step forward. And in that competition is something special in terms of the quality of the opponents, and everything can happen. But I think we make a magnificent group stage. The first game in Basel was so good, and okay, we have one more game. We're going to see what happens.
Sorry, Pep. Just going back to what you said about Pogba and Mikhitaryan. When you were told that, when you were informed that was possible, you didn't actually say what you thought.
No.
What did you think of it? The situation.
I said no. We don't have money enough to buy Pogba, because it's so expensive.
But you must have been surprised that that was even a possibility.
By surprise, because I am a dog. So that's why, so like a dog, he wanna comes to join his players to here. So, no way.
One other question, sorry. You said if you win the title tomorrow, it wouldn't come close in terms of the when Aguero scored that amazing goal, and but it would come close, wouldn't it? Because you're going to win against Manchester United at home.
Nothing is compared. Nothing is compared to win the last minute, the last seconds, the last chance. You know, touch the ball, Balotelli, go to Sergio and score in that when you were, 1-2 down in nothing, in 2-2, 3-2 in the 2-3 minutes. In the first Premier League, no title since long time ago, 45 years. You cannot compare that. So now, if tomorrow win, or again Tottenham win, or Swansea, or the other ones, we'll be so happy. But it's not, football is emotion, emotion. And emotion is when something non-expectable in the last second, the time is over, the time is, it's finishing. It's going here or go to Man United side with Sir Alex Ferguson and win that? No way. Nothing would happen, I think, in that club will be more exciting than what happened with the Sergio Aguero goal. No compare. But of course, we are so happy to win again the title for that club.
Just here, please.
Pep, would you sign the player from Mino in the future?
I'm not a good guy.
But would you sign the player
I'm
from
not
Mino?
a good guy. He deserves his players play with the better guys. But he knows as well, he said I'm a top manager, so thank you.
And you talked about Mino. Is there anyone else you don't like that you'd like to tell us about?
Sorry?
Is there anyone else you don't like who you'd like to tell us about?
I have a lot of rivalries, you guys, a lot. One day I'll take you the list.